Was Cooksey on the bricks at one point? Not this bricks, but a different bricks. Anyway, Racing Club made up of Roboto, the Samurai Cop, Age of M, and Beastau Kate. Or Beastau Kate. Not sure which. Orange, the bricks, made up of Agro, Hamster, Ninelow, Johnny, and Quintin. Good names, solid names. Names that I can pronounce, which is great. Racing Club, currently 1 win, 4 losses on the season. It's good enough for 14th place, which is in the playoffs. In playoff contention right now, currently 16th, is the cutoff for the playoffs. The Bricks sitting on a 1-4 record as well. They are sitting in 14th, 1 place below Racing Club, which means that this match has implications on who will be in the playoffs. One or both of these teams might be knocked out depending on the outcome of this match. If goal difference comes into it, who knows what is going to happen. So, examining their stats, Racing Club, 30 goals for, 49 against. The Bricks, 24 goals for, 33 against. So the Bricks with a better defense over the season. Or maybe they've just played less games. But also a little bit less of a goal output compared to Racing Club. But if we're looking at the goal difference going forward, the Bricks would have the advantage if it did come down to that. Means hillsides. Yeah, I think I checked it. I also thought it meant wide open. So I didn't know. I think I translated it last week, but I haven't written it down. Or maybe that was a different. That could have been a different team name. I'm just checking back. Because I always translate stuff. I always translate things. So we have seen the Bricks on the stream before. They played up against Boost & Co. And as just about everyone that plays against Boost & Co., if I recall correctly, it was a sweep. It's kind of rough. Boost & Co., the favorites to take the title in Division 6, in my opinion. They are absolute beasts. But yeah, the Bricks and Racing Club are who we're focusing on today. We watched Racing Club play against Hellhounds last week, and they put on a good showing. But yeah, struggling in the lower end of the table, really trying to hold on to that playoff spot. 14th and 15th, I said both of these teams are currently sitting in the playoff contention. However, depending on like outside matches and outside results, both of these teams could get knocked out. Yep, Roboto, the lobby is up. At least, I think it is. I'm sitting in it, so it should be. So you guys should be free to join at any time. Unless it's not working for whatever reason and can't join. All right, I'll remake it. Oh, Agro and Quintin have gotten in. Roboto. You guys should maybe try and join separately. If you're in a party, sometimes it doesn't work. Since the updates, it's been a little bit sketchy. So give it another chop. Because yeah, we've got Agro, Quintin, and myself currently in the lobby. Hey, looks like some more people getting in now. Unable to join server. Roboto, are you guys in a party? Or are you joining? All right, Samurai Cop's in. You've just got to not be in a party. You join just fine. Yeah, Agro's in. But yeah, Roboto, just make sure that no one's in a party. You're all just entering in the password for yourselves. You left the party. Can't get in. Maybe try restart. Maybe try restart. Because it seems to be something on your end. Maybe a typo. Because we've got 4 other players currently in. We can... Hey, made it in. Sick. So now we're just waiting on one more. Age of M has made it in. All right. We are ready to rock and roll. So, both teams, veterans of the stream. And as I said, playing for playoff security. I'm going to give these guys, hopefully they're ready. Hopefully they're out of my chat and into their games, because I'm giving them the go, go, go. I'm going to transition to the match once the countdown starts. So, Racing Club versus the Bricks. 14th and 15th, playing to keep themselves alive this season. Keep in mind that even if it doesn't really matter who wins, maybe one of or both will either make the playoffs or not. There is, it's really, really close at the bottom of the table, at the bottom of the playoff spots, actually, in this division. So, yeah, even if you win this game, it's still possible to not make the playoffs, depending on who else wins and how much they win by and how many games they win and things like that. So, yeah, either way, nothing is set in stone on the results of this. But, I mean, you want to win. you want to win to give yourself a little extra chance. I mean, even the loser of this match might still be able to make it into the playoffs, even though it is unlikely. But, yeah, it's gonna be sketchy business. The mathematicians are getting out their calculators, getting out their measurements and rulers, and figuring out just who deserves those playoff spots. As Agro, big air dribble towards the net. And as you might have noticed, this game a little bit higher level than our last match. This is tier 3. Last match was tier 6. So if my calculations are correct, this is champ 1 and 2. I could be wrong. Correct me if I am. But I'm pretty sure it's champ 1 and 2. Oh, and I just realized we're not actually seeing the middle scoreboard, but never mind. We don't need it. We are fine as 9low. A little bit of a back pass there to Quintin. Roboto cannot get an attack kick-started, though. Agro misses the ball at midfield, and it's given Age of M an opportunity. And they put it into the far post, into the open net, and it's 1-0 for Racing Club. After almost 2 minutes of play, slow start in the match for both teams. It's been a bit of aerial ping-pong, a bit of back and forth. But eventually we got our opener, and it was a banger from midfield. Quintin playing it forward. It's a little bit of a heavy touch. Roboto clearing easily. Is going to look to follow. He's hoping for the boost spawn, but a little bit too early for that. It should spawn now, and it does. Agro's going to pick it up. Might give his team the opportunity to break out here with the extra boost. He's going to have a chance to attack here, but Age of M cuts it out after the first defender had missed. Agro now again with boost and again with the ball, but Roboto cuts it out. And Samurai Cop follows. Thought they might have ripped that on net, but instead it's to the corner, and it's going to be an easy clear, but only as far as Age of M, who looks for the double tap off the side back wall. 9low can't keep the dribble alive, but Agro takes over, looks for the flick, but it's pushed it. He's pushed it a little bit wide here. Looks for an infield pass. Quintin gets on the end of it, but it's shut down by 2 defenders, Samurai Cop and Roboto, both getting into that, making sure that nothing comes on target. Age of M looking to break. Can't quite get it around the corner. It's a monster clear there, but I think it was 9low on the back wall. And Agro looking to get over this. Just wants to get this midfield, but Samurai Cop reads it and gets in the way. Another big interception by Samurai Cop, giving his team the chance they need to get the boost and get territorial control and force the Bricks back into their own net. Soft double commit from the Bricks. Shouldn't be punished immediately. Roboto, especially a little bit of an aimless touch. Just went high. Oh my goodness, Agro had an angle for the double. Both defenders had missed the clear. Agro maybe not expecting those misses to come in. Just overshot the ball a little bit. Another high ball from Agro. He's got another opportunity for the double, and this time he makes it. Gets the read off the curb between the wall and the ceiling. And it was a great read. Samurai Cop couldn't make it. Agro, though, positions his car perfectly, taps it in to the now open net, and levels up the game. The Bricks biding their time, but getting that equalizer after a few good attacks. They didn't get discouraged. They kept up the pressure, and in the end, Agro with a nice bit of skill, a nice bit of reading. 9 low now. Passes down to Quintin. Hits it forward, but Age of M should get a big clear on this. Does so. Agro's forced back towards its own net. Gets a good touch. It's going to come off the curb, but it is wide, so no shot's going to be incoming. Samurai Cop looking to get this infield, but instead goes back to Age of M. Is just going to get a pass out, or a hit forward, rather, to Agro. 9 low beats Age of M to the ball. Samurai Cop, this is an awkward bounce for him. Had to go for that earlier and get a pinch rather than controlling the ball. And eventually, the ball's flung out to midfield. You just see this is so awkward for Samurai Cop. He wants to control that, but he can't. Agro reads it. Infield pass. Quintin finishes. Pass to Age of M. With 37 seconds left, the Bricks have come from behind, and now they take the lead. Ooh, delayed kickoff. Not working initially for 9 low, but eventually Agro gets on it. No one's really expecting it. 9 low following. The explosion totally blinded us. We didn't see what happened. All we know is 9 low scored. Agro misses the initial shot off the crossbar, and 9 low follows it. Puts it inside the right-hand post. Just sneaking that in, and it's a 2-goal buffer now for the Bricks, who have just exploded in the second half of Game 1. Quintin, pop and dribble. Gets shut down by Roboto. A little bit too direct in that situation with 2 players on the goal line defending. Agro misses the ball, misses the bump. Quintin shutting it down, and as the clock ticks down, it seems like the Bricks have taken Game 1, and they have. It is now impossible for Racing Club to come back. The Bricks take Game 1 and move a step closer to playoff safety. We are going to give them their game win. There it is. Production value. Just absolutely nuts here. Age of M taking a little bit of time here. Maybe to have a little chat with the teammates. Maybe just have a wee. Some good vibes in the chat. A few GGs and you too, and well playeds, and gotta love it. And now Game 2. Racing Club need to win this, so they're going to be looking down the barrel of 2 match points. That's what I was trying to say the last series. Looking down the barrel. The double barrel, if you will, of 2 match points. And the Bricks hoping to capitalize on that. But as it stands, currently 1-0 in this best of 5. It's all to play for. No one's out of it. Agro deciding whether or not to play that back to Quintin. Opts not to. Quintin takes control and plays it forward. Ball's wrapped around. This is high. This shouldn't be an angle to shoot, but 9 low. Don't tell him that. He tries anyway and almost made it work. Would have had to probably bounce it off the ground to get that one in. But it kept awkward for the defenders, and Quintin's beaten too. The third man on Racing Club forced to clear that. Sketchy moment. Agro's popped it high. Should beat 1. Quintin might follow. Has an opportunity to shoot. Doesn't get the power on it, and 9 low is going to keep the attack up. 0 boost though, so not a lot of options. They will get bumped towards that mid boost and pick that up, and Samurai Cop try and take advantage of a little bit of a defensive team bump from the Bricks. Oh, shot coming in, but dealt with by Quintin. So we've the game's devolved a little bit to the back and forth that we saw at periods of that first game. Roboto plays it to H&M. Oh, H&M just needed a touch then. Roboto might have been able to follow him, might have been able to find the goal, and Quintin pops it off the post. Agro manages to get the angle on the follow. Samurai Cop just couldn't find the position he needed to get the clear, and Age of M maybe anticipated a touch from their teammate. And in the end, the Bricks jumping on the hesitancy from the defense with a two quick hits towards net. Second one finds its way in, and oh my goodness, what's just happened here? From the kickoff, a little bit of chaos. Quintin's up early, gets the shot on net, and Age of M, I thought Age of M actually had a touch to start with, but they didn't. I think Quintin perhaps expected Age of M to take control of that. Instead, it just bounced behind them, and Quintin didn't have time to react. And 2-0 now for the Bricks. That second goal buffer coming from just a blatant mistake from Racing Club. Hurts to watch it. Samurai Cop playing it mid to himself. Almost gets the shot. 2 players now from Racing Club in the opponent's goal. And the counter-attack just transitioning beautifully with the bricks here. The overcommit in the net. Agro opts to pass instead of shoot. Roboto's backwards, so he can't challenge. And Age of M just finishes it. With authority, even. 3 goals to 0 now. After what was an incredibly close first game, the bricks have exploded and look to be running a little bit of muck here. And as I say that, Roboto trying to shorten the gap just a little bit. Big dunk there in midfield from, I think it was a Samurai Cop. And Roboto diving on it, stopping the defenders from getting that clear. Here we go. 2 goals difference. Samurai Cop, big kickoff win. Might get this one mid, can't do so. Age of M. Oh, that's an awkward touch there by Quintin. I thought for a moment they might have put themselves in a little bit of danger, but Ninelo's going to get this clear eventually, but not so far. Samurai Cop looking for the double, can't quite get it. And now it's up to Quintin, who's actually on the wrong side of the ball. And they can't find the position to get the block. And Samurai Cop takes advantage. Some good pressure here, leading to a really nice goal here from Racing Club. Stinner Boy in the chat, confused. Who knows what's caused the confusion? Either way. It's a great game here in game 2. Racing Club looking to get back into it. But all this is going to be for naught if they can't find a 3rd goal in the second half of this game. Oh my goodness. Samurai Cop with the redirect from nothing. 50 in midfield. Agro wins the ball and Samurai Cop gets up early and just bangs this. 106 kilometers an hour, sneaks it past the defender. We can't keep it out. And we have a 3-3 scoreline after Bricks were absolutely dominating in the first minutes. Racing Club have absolutely halted all momentum from the Bricks. They've wrested control of the ball for themselves. And they are looking to push on and win this game, although double commits like that are not going to help their cause. Oh, and Agro's just passed it mid, but no one can get on the end of it. Agro, this is awkward. Lost the 50 pretty heavily. Ninelo can't read it as it hits the curb, but no one's there from Racing Club. But Roboto coming in late with the challenge. Just puts this ball on target. Quintin, oh, he's just got to do a bit better there. The ball off the sidewall. Roboto can read it all the way and gets the shot on the bounce, on the half volley. And gives his team a 4-3 lead after being down 3 goals to 0. What a comeback in game 2, especially after losing the first game. I know you'd have to have some doubts after losing that first game and going down 3 goals. You think, well, it's over. This game's over. Maybe the series over. But instead, they rallied and scored 4 unanswered goals to come back and take the lead. Like, it's absolutely incredible. Now, Age of M, not the best clear. Ninelo should be up for this, but Age of M, decent 50. Slow down the ball a little bit. Roboto should be able to take this away. It's a big miss. But Age of M recovering nicely and getting to that ball. Agro passing it back to Ninelo. Roboto should clear this. Had an opportunity to shoot on net. Maybe just pushed it wide, looking for a little bit extra power. And has another chance here, but not enough boost to take advantage. Double commit from the Bricks is soft. Ninelo rushing, though. A little bit reckless in the challenge. But it's come out... it's come up trumps as Agro gets on the end of this. This is such a quick read off the ceiling. Big challenge here from Ninelo, and Agro just dives on it. Perfectly timed flip. Maybe a cancel in there just for the fun of it. That's a banger down the middle of the net. With 42 seconds left, the score is 4-4. And what a banger this game has been. Oh, Agro looking for a pinch maybe off the ground. Would have been nice. Samurai Cop maybe actually helped by the fact that he missed that. If his team can recover and get this clear. If Samurai Cop had won that, it was going to be 50'd by the attacker. Oh, and this is awkward. Ninelo might be able to equalize. Never mind. My brain is 30 seconds late. Instead, the Bricks take the lead, 5-4. Having a little bit of a resurgence here. 2 unanswered goals to give themselves the lead with just 20 seconds left. It's going to be heartbreaking for Racing Club if they manage to lose this one. After scoring 4 goals in a row to come back from 3-0 down. You lose 5-4, it's going to be hurty. Oh, an Agro. Huge challenge there. The seconds tick by. It's going to need to be a 0-second full field effort. And it just isn't, as I've accidentally thrown my pen onto the ground. Just slipped out of my fingers. And the Bricks take game 2 and take their second win in this best of 5. And make sure they have the correct... There we go. Look at that. Technical mastermind. So, game 3. The Bricks looking to close this one out with a sweep. Looking to leapfrog Racing Club in the standings. Just a reminder, the Bricks currently in 15th place. Racing Club in 14th. Top 16 go through to the playoffs. So Racing Club losing this going to really hurt their chances. I don't think it's a mathematical impossibility for them to still qualify if they lose, but it's very, very unlikely. Meanwhile, the Bricks, with a win here, would give them a very solid chance of progressing, depending on other results. And a 3-0 sweep would definitely be a welcome sight. But for Racing Club to get anything from this, they need a reverse sweep. So that's 3 games won in a row against a team that's beaten them, I would say, handily in that second game, even though there was a bit of a comeback from Racing Club at one point. Oh, soft double commit on the goal line, but Samurai Cop in a position to clear, but can't do it, and Agro's going to turn that one in. And Agro's been fairly clinical. His reads off the backboard have been a real difference maker. Nice and early. Gets there quicker than Roboto. Age of M in the net. Can't get across to make the save. And the Bricks take 1-0. A 1-goal lead. And a little step closer to sweeping this series. Agro passes it down to Quintin, who's looking for the upside down flip, but it doesn't come in time to pop that ball high over the defender. And the attack shut down, and now Samurai Cop playing it awkwardly back towards his own net. Should be dealt with by Roboto. Plays it high. The follow will come in from Samurai Cop, who can't get any power on the shot. Had an opportunity, though. Roboto shooting the ball at the boostless goalkeeper, but Agro's picked up the corner boost, and now pushing forward. Quintin following. Gonna come off the ceiling. Could we see something special? The ball's just bounced a little hard. Quintin wasn't anticipating it. Couldn't get off the ceiling quickly enough to get after it. Agro just pops that at net. Pushed away by Age of M. We'll pick up the save, despite the ball, I think, going a little bit wide. Quintin beats 2 defenders on the sidewall. And the goalkeeper's just gone missing. We couldn't see through the smoke of the demo. Quintin got demoed by Roboto. Age of M just misses the ball on the back wall, and Agro follows it and taps it into the open net on the goal line. That is 2-0 now as we approach halftime. The Bricks looking like the favorites. However, with that said, about this time last game, it was 3-0, and Racing Club came back to take a 4-3 lead. So we cannot write this team out. Samurai Cop, it's an awkward touch for the defense to deal with, but Quintin gets up nice and early. Pushes it back. Samurai Cop trying to keep the pressure on, but can't do so. Roboto and Age of M both going for the same ball. Age of M keeping the momentum. Can't get that 50 on target. But the Bricks here, got to be running low on boost. Another high ball at net's gonna give them trouble. I think 9-low, though, should be able to pick up the corner boost when it spawns momentarily. And got to say, the Bricks doing really well with low boost here. Just keeping control in midfield. as they manage to incrementally increase their boost totals. Oh, big miss here by Ninelo, who's been a little bit shaky in these last 2 games. But it's a big win by Quintin, getting them off the hook. Roboto plays that ball mid. Samurai Cop's up. He's almost got the angle. I think it was coming off the crossbar, but Quintin pushes it wide anyway. Quintin might be able to get an infield pass off this. He can't. Roboto's going to be forced to make a play. It's an awkward backwards flip. This ball's coming through for the dish. Agro pinches it off the defender and in. Gets a 3rd goal for his team. And this might be the goal of the series. Might be the goal of the night. Off the back wall. Plays it to himself off the defender. Pinches it in the goal. And that could be the goal that secures it for his team. I mentioned that Agro was clinical earlier. That just continues. And it's funny because Agro's got the least goals of the team. A bare 0.25 per game. Surely that's not correct with what we've seen today. He's been all over that back wall. With the reads, with the dish. He's honestly looked like their best out. He's looked like the Bricks' best offensive player. I'm blown away that he's only scored 0.25 goals per game to this point. That has to be a statistical error. Agro looking to go again. Samurai Cop. Big win. Quintin's completely by himself, but does well. Slows down the attack enough for Agro to get in position. Agro's going to look to slow play this out. With 50 seconds left, Racing Club. They're deep in the hole, looking for a ladder. And the shots, or the attacks, just keep coming from the Bricks. Although that's an infield pass from the Bricks to their opponent. Samurai Cop can't get any power or direction on that shot. He's looking to make amends. A goal right now would at least get the Butterflies into the Bricks. Ooh, and it's a clanger. Bar down and in. Roboto, as if listening, thought, you know what? A goal now would be handy. From this angle, Samurai Cop fakes it. Roboto just blasts it past the 2 goalkeepers. And 26 seconds left. That is plenty of time for 2 goals. Can Racing Club get back into the game and back into the series? They do need a goal, and they do need it now. Roboto's just handed the ball to Agro, and the dagger. Any hope is lost. Agro scores, what, his 4th goal of the game. He scored all of them. My goodness. The Bricks just turned it on here in this 3rd and final game. GG's indeed, Crossy. Yeah, this is a big mid-table clash. And it looks like the Bricks gonna come out on top. Well, I say it looks like the Bricks. The Bricks have come out on top. It's a sweep. You're not scoring 3 goals in 10 seconds. And the clock ticks down. It's a valiant effort from Racing Club. They couldn't pull it out on this occasion. The Bricks, unfortunately, just better. Racing Club, though, big fight in Game 2. At one point, coming back from 3 goals down to take a 4-3 lead. And the Bricks just put the foot down and scored a quick 2 goals to win the game. Look at that aggro. 8 shots, 2 saves, 4 goals. Just an easy 800 or odd points. And this is from a player that scored 0.25 goals a game. Oh, no, I've been misreading it. My bad. Agro scored 0.68 goals, which still isn't that many. He's gone ahead and scored 4 goals this game. But, yeah, 0.68 goals per game. Suddenly he's scoring 4. Dude was on fire. Backboard reads, dishes. The backboard reads especially throughout the entirety of this season. He was always first to the reads from the backboard, whether it come off the ceiling, off the curb, or just off the post. Off the bar, sorry. He was always there first. Honestly, player of the series, MVP for me in this series. I don't think the Bricks would have won by quite so many goals if it wasn't for Agro's heads-up plays in the offensive third. GG's indeed. That was a banger. Game 2 especially. Yeah, the Bricks taking a pretty solid... They're going to look solid. I think they're going to make the playoffs. It's extremely likely that they will. With that sweep and with that goal differential, they should make it through. There's some definitely good passes, but I have to say, Agro's backboard reads on offense were just out of this world. GG's indeed, Danny. Agro. Yeah, you're my MVP for the series, and not just for the 4 goals. If you go back and watch the VOD, I was giving you props before the 4 goals because you just all over that backboard. Great performance from you guys. A little bit of a scaring game too, but came back after they came back and got the win. That was a great game. What was it? 6-4 in the end? Or 6? Yeah. Anyway, it was crazy. 5-4, 5-4. But yeah. Thanks so much for the games, for the plays. Let game 2 almost slip. Yeah, 3-0 up to 4-3 and then to 5-4. That's right. That's what it was. That was a fun one to watch. But that is going to end our coverage for IGL today. Usually I'd hang around, play some games, chat a bit of crap. But today I'm heading off nice and early.